Bonjour. Yes, let's start the day on a positive note. Very important with a good mindset, a positive mindset, especially if you have back pains due to stress, a little niggly lower back and hips and maybe sciatica, all that sort of stuff. This is a great yoga class that you can do every day, even if you want, or regularly to improve on the long term, and will create a little bit of openness just to get ready for the day. So say yes to yoga and let's get started. We'll get right into it. Enjoy. So come straight to the top of the mat in a standing position with your palms together in front of your heart for sun salutations. I will be chanting the sun mantras. Don't worry too much about the meaning or the mantras, just enjoy and receive the vibration and move with the breath. Om Kagaya Namaha. Exhale. Inhale, right leg. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale, Bhujangasana, look up, back is relaxed. Exhale. Inhale, right leg. Exhale. Inhale. Om Hirgadabaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg. So we keep switching legs. You'll be on your own next round. Hold your breath. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, scooping up Bhujangasana. Use your core muscles maybe to stretch back straight into your down dog. Inhale, left leg. Exhale. Inhale. Om Energise Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Aditya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Savitrai Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Om Akaya Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Keep going. Om Pashkarai Namaha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.
Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Palms together. Exhale, you release. Very good effort. Nice and slow, you can come down onto your back. Savasana, relaxing a minute. Palms facing upwards. Relaxing your whole body completely. Just noticing what you feel in your body. Maybe also what goes in your mind in relation to the practice, the sensations, any judgment, frustration. Just taking one more breath. And then we'll start with our traditional Purnapawan Muktasan. So you can bring the feet together, knees into your chest, giving yourself a good hug. See if you can get hold of your elbows. So maybe lifting your head up for that. Once you've got the hold of your elbows, you relax your head back down. See if you can drop your hips down. So we are lengthening into the lower back, trying to keep the lower back nice and flat. Shoulder blades still relaxed. Neck is long. A few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. So just, again, stretching the lower back, compressing the abdominals, lengthening into the spine every inhale. So bringing in more energy, more prana into the nervous system, decompressing a bit the spine, and as you exhale, you soften. We'll take one more breath. Nice and slow, you can release the grip of your hands, keeping your hands on your knees. And you can start gently to rock back and forth, massaging the whole spine. So keeping the spine nice and round, so you get a good massage into all vertebrae, gaining some momentum until you can come to a sit, or if you feel this is too much, you can roll on one side. Otherwise, coming to a sit, hands still on your knees. So see if you can start to really pull onto your knees so that you bring your breastbones forward, so keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. So maybe you can bring your feet slightly further forward. Maybe bringing your arms forward. If you feel this is too much already to bring your legs up, you can already bring your hands on the floor. We're going into Navasana, both pose. So you can lift your legs so your shins are parallel to the floor. Again, you want to keep broadening your collarbone so you're not collapsing into your lower back. Maybe you can extend your arms forward. Maybe you can extend your legs. And you keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Nice and strong. We've got a few more. Again, just do what you can. If you need to bring your hands under your knees, that's fine. Otherwise, you keep going. A few more breaths. And then slowly releasing, bringing the sole of the feet together. Balakonasana, interlacing your fingers around your feet. And see if you can keep your spine nice and straight. So we're just relaxing into the lower back, so releasing any pressure from the previous pose. Maybe gently flapping your wings if you can, but no jarring into the hips, of course. Spine is straight. Maybe eyes closed, a few breaths. And then slowly watch your knees if you have knee issues, otherwise you can cross your legs coming forward. Stretch your legs back. So we're coming onto our abdomen. So very important, especially if you got to go into not too much movement, staying home, working maybe home on a laptop, not ideal. So we're going to keep working on the core, second part of the core, the backside, very important to keep a good posture. So you can bring your chin to the floor, palms facing upwards, arms alongside your body. Shalabhasana. As you exhale, you bring your toes to touch, stretching your legs. And as you inhale, only lifting your legs, using your glutes, lower back muscles. You just lift your legs, toes reaching back and up. Keep lifting, no bend into your knees. Very good. Keep lifting a little bit more. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. We got a few more like this. A few more breaths. Keep lifting, keep extending your legs, no bend into the knees. One more breath, lift up, exhale, you release. You can turn your head one way. Relaxing for a moment, you can spread your feet mat distance apart, maybe even letting your heels drop inwards, toes outwards. Slowly coming back to center. Again, chin on the ground. You can bring maybe your toes to touch, extending your arms forward. So you can either have your palms together, maybe taking the Kali Mudra, interlacing all fingers except the index, or maybe just keeping your arms as wide as the mat, maybe legs as wide as the mat. Your choice to see what works for you. Exhale your breath, and as you inhale, you lift your legs, you lift your arms, you lift your chest, you use the whole backside. Again, few options. Maybe you can keep your hands, toes together, and you keep looking in front of your hands, this triangle formed by your hands, or maybe, again, a little bit wider if that's more comfortable, to see what works. But keep lifting, using the whole backside. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Shoulders relax. If you can lift your chest a little bit more, lift your feet. Deep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Still going for a little bit more. One more breath. Exhale, you release. Arms alongside your body, turning your head the other way. One more deep breath into the backside. Exhale, let it soften. You can keep your feet mat distance apart. Bring your hands under your shoulders by your chest. Exhale your breath, and as you inhale, using your back muscles initially, you lift up. So how do you know you use your back muscles? You lift your hands. Yes, that's the one. So now you know what's working. See if you can relax that. Pressing your hands into the floor. And then you push up. So relaxing into your glutes. Relax into your shoulder blades. Bhujangasana. So we've done that in the Surya Namaskar series. But this is very good for the back, especially if you hold it for a bit longer. So keeping the breath going in through the nose, out through the nose. And again, you don't want to have your shoulders up into the ears. You want to try to find some length into the neck. So you might be feeling a bit of pull into the abdomen. That's good. Stretches into the whole front of the body. So we're compressing the backside into the spine, compressing the discs, but we're stretching into the whole front of the body, especially if you can look up and you want to have your shoulders nice and relaxed. Shoulder blades down towards your glutes, the legs, glutes completely relaxed. Again, maybe looking up, So we're working also on the thyroid gland, very good to activate the metabolism. And we're there for a few more breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Anytime you feel pinching into the back, you can slowly release. Otherwise, we've got a couple more breaths. Rolling your eyes upwards. Very mindfully, very slowly, as you exhale, you start to rebend into your elbows. Rolling your spine down, nice and slow, controlled movement. Forehead to the floor, you can bring your toes to touch together and you can push onto your hands to stretch your hips back to your heels. Balasana, child's pose. So see if you can touch your hips to your heels, knees as wide as the mat so you can rest your chest between your knees, forehead to the floor, keeping your arms stretched forward. And you stretch into the whole spine, breathing deeply into your lower back. In through the nose. Exhaling out the nose to let the hips, lower back relax. So very beautiful pose for the lower back particularly. Stretches the spine nice and long. Stretching the hips as well. Very, very beautiful. Good also for the shoulders. Very good to induce relaxation, bring a sense of calmness, not just to the mind, but also to the body. And then as you inhale, coming up, bringing your knees together, coming forward. Sit back on your heels and you can bring your hips around one side. So we'll just finish off with Janusheshasana. So if you have knee issues, pay attention. Bending into your left leg, you can bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Again, if you have knee issues, you can just keep your leg straight, opened out. Otherwise, nice and relaxed. So see if you can relax your knee, your hip, and you try to keep your body with your hips and shoulders parallel to the front edge of the mat. You can flex your toes. If you really have tight hamstring, lower back pain, you can just bend into your standing leg. Otherwise, you try to keep that straight. And then as you inhale, you stretch your arms up. See if you can really reach up, body's upright. And as you exhale, as much as possible, coming forward, you keep your body nice and straight with your arms in line with the body. And then you release your hands down so you can get hold either of your knee, shin, ankle, or maybe even your foot. Again, you want to have your hips and shoulders nice and squared, so your left shoulder is coming down as much as possible, and you keep looking at your big toe. So the aim is not so much to touch the forehead to the knee, but really to try to lengthen, bring your heart forward. So gaze is forward to your big toe, and you want to really lengthen, trying to keep your hips in contact with the floor. So notice my hip is not coming up so that I reach forward too much. So again, if your hips are coming up, that means you're trying too hard to come forward. So there's not so much any pulling onto the leg. So you don't want to force anything. Just breathing nice and gentle in through the nose into your abdomen. And as you breathe out, notice maybe how the abdomen going in allows to release your lower ribs to your thigh a little bit more. So again, instead of rounding into the spine, wanting to get the knee and head to touch, this is not the aim. The aim is to stretch into the back of the leg, so keeping the leg straight, and ideally the spine also is straight, because the minute you start rounding the spine, you're losing the good stretch into the backside. So we take one more deep breath, inhaling, reaching forward. Exhale, see if you can soften at the hip level. Next inhale, you stretch your arms forward, again heart forward, coming all the way up. And as you exhale, you release, arms down, you can help your knee to come back. Extend your leg, maybe give it a bit of a shake, very good, and we'll take the other side. Bending into your knee, sole of the foot on the inside with your hip, heel, groin next to the groin. Again, squaring your hips, squaring your shoulders as you inhale, reach up, exhale, folding forward, reaching to wherever you can. Keep looking at your big toe again. Spine is nice and straight. Take an inhale, heart forward. And as you exhale, nice and slow, you start folding. So every breath, lengthening a bit more into the spine, heart forward. Every exhale, see if you can soften lower ribs to your thigh. So you should be feeling a good stretch into the whole backside of the leg. So we're stretching the hamstring. The more you flex your toes, the more you're going to be stretching also your calf. Relaxing your hips down. You should be feeling also a good stretch into your glute. And we're there for a few more breaths. Again, just doing what you can. No need to force. Just trying to relax into the pose every exhale. We take one more breath. Nice and slow as you inhale again. Reach your arms forward, heart forward, coming all the way up. Exhale, you release. You can help your knee to come back. Stretch your leg. And very gently you can come onto your back. You can bend into your knees, bringing your arms out in T-shaped position, feet a mat distance apart. We're just going to release a little bit the pressure in the lower back, hips with some windshield wipers so you can exhale both knees out to the left. Inhaling back to center, exhaling out to the right. So keeping your feet mat distance apart, nice and wide. Inhale up, exhale to the left so we get an external rotation and internal rotation into the hip at the same time. Inhaling, center, exhaling out the other way. And then slowly inhaling back to center. You can extend your legs out for Savasana, covering yourself with a blanket, especially if you want to stay a bit longer. You can switch the video off and then just stay into your Savasana 5-10 minutes, whatever feels good for you, letting the body relax completely. Letting the nervous system, the mind integrate the practice when we work on resetting the muscle length. Readjusting left side, right side of the body. Just letting the breath relax. We've got a moment here to relax completely and feel. Nice and slow, regaining the body, you can start to invite the breath all the way down to your toes, fingers, getting a little movement, gently awakening your body. Maybe on your next inhale, you can stretch your arms overhead, stretching the body long, just like when you wake up to a brand new day or refreshed, muscle length reset, every cell's renewed, and then exhaling, rolling over onto one side, taking a few breaths in a fetal position, taking the time to come out of the practice. When you're ready, you can gently press your hands into the earth to come to a comfortable sit with your palms together in front of your heart in the Anjali Mudra. Taking a moment to notice how you feel in your body. Noticing again how the practice makes you feel, any difference from the start of the practice. Body is a little bit more awake, supple, energized, feeling good. The mind is relaxed, with more clarity. Knowing that every time you step on your mat, you will come out feeling better, more relaxed. Bringing the tips of the thumbs to your third eye, at the forehead, and we bow in gratitude to the divine light that surrounds us and resides within each one of us. Hari Om Tat Sat. Peace, love and light. Gently blinking your eyes open when you feel ready. Thank you. Great pleasure to have you practice with me. Hope you enjoyed as usual. Any comment, questions, feel free to contact me. Send a message and I'll see you in the next session. Have a great day.